Hello, my name is Jessie Price, and today I'm going to be presenting on the dream destination, and in this case it's more of an oasis to me, and we're going to Fiji. In Fiji, they are known for their rugged landscapes, palm-lined beaches, and coral reefs with clear lagoons. Fiji is part of many islands, and their capital is Suva. The country's population is almost 900,000 people, and their average temperature across the year is about 83 degrees Fahrenheit. They have a couple natural resources, including copper and fish, and an American US dollar is equivalent to $2.06 Fijian money. For my family's dream destination, we chose to go to Fiji because there are many activities that you can do. A few called out in these pictures are the Fijian folk dances, bird watching, jet ski safaris, and soft coral scuba diving. All the activities on the island incorporate natural elements and offer great scenery. So the islands of Fiji are located just east of Australia in Oceania. Due to the location, it has a very tropical climate, and March is the wettest month of the year. Fiji is 18 hours ahead of Fargo, and they offer many tourist attractions, including the Garden of the Sleeping Giant and the Fiji Museum. A little backstory about Fiji is that the British established the colony of Fiji in 1874. It was then a crown colony in 1970, and then named a republic in 1987. Since this trip to Fiji has been a long time coming for my family, we decided to go there and stay for 12 nights. Our plan is to leave Fargo by car and drive to Minneapolis to stay at a friend's house before we go to the airport. Once we get to the airport, we will depart Minneapolis at approximately 3:15 in the afternoon and arrive in Los Angeles. We will then leave Los Angeles at 9 p.m. to go to Auckland. We will arrive there at approximately 7 a.m. and leave shortly after to go to Fiji. After we land in Fiji, it will be approximately 11:45 in the morning. When we want to head back 12 nights later, we will leave Thursday, March 18th from the Nadi airport, and we will leave at 1 to go to Auckland. Once we get at Auckland at 5:05, we will then depart at 9:30 to go back to Los Angeles in the United States. We hope to land around 1 o'clock, and we would soon leave at 1:35 to go to Minneapolis. Hoping we catch that flight, we will land in Minneapolis at approximately 7 o'clock in the evening. My family would then plan to stay at Minneapolis at my friend's house again until we leave the next morning at 10 a.m. When preparing for the trip of a lifetime, my parents had planned to set aside just over $11,000 for this trip. Now, since we are flying across the world, flight will be expensive. However, we did plan accordingly to get the best deal. Around that time frame of 12 nights and 13 days, it will cost about $9,000 for flight. For lodging, we'll be staying at the Travelers Beach Resort, which is approximately $50 a night American money, so that comes out to be about $600 total. There will also be a free airport pickup service, Wi-Fi, and breakfast and restaurants available. When also considering for 3 adults for the whole stay, we're going to assume about $12.15 per meal, which is again American money, and that would roughly be $875. Now for admission fees, I have included about $100 set aside in the budget for that day, but also an extra $200 just in case extra excursions are made. We also have an activities and shopping fee of $500 just in case. When planning this one-day itinerary, I wanted to ensure that my family would be able to travel across the community and enjoy a lot of sightseeing. Luckily, the hotel we're staying at offers a free shuttle to anywhere we want to go. So in the morning, we will eat breakfast at the resort, and then by 9 a.m., we're heading to the Sri Siva Subramania temple. That's about an 11-minute drive there and back, and we would plan to get back to the resort around 12 p.m. This temple is seen on the left-hand side of your screen in the top left, and that would be a place to tour and take pictures and learn more about the history of Fiji. When we leave the resort again after lunch, we will go to the Garden of the Sleeping Giant, which is seen in the second picture on the left-hand side. That is about a 25-minute drive away from the resort, but luckily, the Sabato Hot Springs and Mud Pool is 2 minutes away from the Garden of the Sleeping Giant. After that, we will then return to the resort for dinner, and then at 7 p.m. we would like to go to the Namaka Market, which is just a 9-minute drive away, which you can see on the left-hand side. After that, we will return to the resort to watch the sunset around 8:30 p.m.